Hey, it's Zach Gray, and welcome to part 2 of my 3 steps to double your photography business sales. Now, in the last video, we left off on talking about how to get and build a website that convinces clients to book you. So if you haven't seen that, go back and watch that video that I sent in my last email. But in this video, well, we left that video, by the way, saying we built this cool website. It's convincing clients to book us, but I don't have anybody going to the website. So how do we get leads to the site? So that's what we're going to talk about today in part 2. How do we get people to actually come to the website? And not only get people to come, but how do we get the right people to come, right? I want to get the right type of leads. So we want to do something called triangle marketing. So I love this. The best kept marketing secret that gets you customers. Write this down if you're taking notes. Partnerships. So one of the biggest problems a lot of people have in a business is if they switch directions, or if they start shooting weddings instead of portraits, or if they're just getting started or whatever it may be. One of the biggest problems you have is that when you start your photography business or move to a new genre or niche down or try to increase, like raise your prices up quite a bit, you don't have any customers that are specific to that market. You don't have $3,000 wedding brides. You don't have $1,500 portrait clients that you want to shoot a portrait on the beach. Where do you get them from? Well, you don't actually need any clients. You just need somebody else that already has your clients. That's where partnerships come in. So what does that mean? So check this out. This is your marketing team. I love this little phrase at the top. This is your community, and you are the leader of this tribe. So if you look to the left side here, right, we have this triangle marketing. We have 3 pieces of this, right? If we look to the left side, we have clients past and present. Maybe you say, my past and present clients are not the best clients. Or I have a few clients, right? But I need more. I need more people going to this cool website that we're working on, that we're building. Okay, great. So let's look to the right side at the very top. We see planners and venues/partners. Okay, so if you're a wedding photographer, the first place you want to look to get a partnership is, what is a partnership exactly? What a partnership is it's finding somebody in your industry, in your niche, that already has clients that you want, that also has something that you specifically can give to them, something you need, right? Something they need, something that's mutually beneficial. So if you take a wedding planner as an example of this, they're a perfect partner for a photographer. Why? Because a wedding planner already has brides. They're booking weddings and they're planning weddings, and that bride has a need, a photographer. The planner also has a need for you to shoot beautiful photos of her venues and her events that they're putting together so she can market those. She can put them on her website and her social media, and she can share those with the world. This is a match made in heaven waiting to happen, but the challenge here is you need to become one of her preferred vendors, right? You need to be at the top of a list. I said this for years. I never wanted to get on someone's list that was a potential partner. I want to be at the top, right? I want to be the most important person in that planner. So if we think about wedding planners and venues, those are the best type of partners because the bride goes to them first. They book their venue and they book a planner, right? The same thing happens in all other types of genres of photography. The potential client goes somewhere else first, right? And those are other teachings. We can talk about those. We can talk about all these different genres of photography, but let's just stay focused on one, right? So we can get this content out to you in a relatively short amount of time. They go to a partner, and we need to connect with those partners. So we have planners and photographers. We're going to talk about those 2 places. I'm going to tell you a couple of stories. So keep this in mind. People don't care about what is better. They care about what is different. This is from Seth Godin from the Purple Cow, one of the best marketers on the planet. Why do I bring this up? Well, if you want to connect with a partner, you can't just connect with them in any old way and try to get on a list. You need to connect with them in a way that's different, that helps you to stand out or become what Seth Godin calls a purple cow. So how do you do that? How exactly can you do that? Here's how you're going to connect with planners and venues. You have to be unique. You have to be memorable. You have to do the opposite of everybody else. You have to go above and beyond for the 20%ers. These are the people that really get you, right? You might meet 15 people, but 3 or 4 of them really seem to like and get what you do as a photographer. Those are your 20%ers. The Pareto principle, the 80-20 rule. Focus on the people that really seem to like you and energize those people. And remember, it's about them and not about you, so give them what they want. Okay, so before I dive into planners, let me tell you a quick story of specifically how I did this. Okay, so back in 2008, I was trying to build my photography business from a bunch of lower paying clients to fancier, higher paying clients and shooting some really great weddings. So I thought, man, I got to do something different. I just read The Purple Cow and I thought I got to do something different and special. Well, how do I do that? Well, first I started thinking about what everybody else was doing. Everybody else was emailing vendors. Everybody else was emailing wedding planners and saying, hey, I'm a photographer in town. I shoot weddings. Can I get on your preferred vendor list? And maybe that planner went, sure, okay, put you on the list somewhere. But I said, I want to be at the top of the list. I want to be different. I want them to connect with me. And this is a personal business. We got to connect. How can we do that? So I went online and I found what I thought were the 30 best planners in Nashville, Tennessee, where I live. And I created a list of these 30 planners, got as much information as I could. And today that's easier than ever because you can get on their social media, you can find out personal things about them, all this great stuff. And I took all of that information and I got these little bags together with my branding on it. And we did 30 handwritten notes. Remember when people used to do this? They used to get out a pen and paper and write with their hands, right? 30 handwritten notes on little branded paper with the logo of our business on the back. We said, hey, so-and-so planner, we've been researching, looking for the best planners in town. We came across you. It looked like you have one of the best businesses. Insert personal anecdote, like we said, something personal. We would love to connect with you over coffee on us. And inside the gift bag was a little $5 Starbucks gift card. Right now, today it's got to be $6, right? Because they're more expensive. We'd love to connect with you, have a coffee on us, and hear more about what we could do to serve your business. And we mailed that to them in the mail to their actual business or home address, whatever we could find. And of those 30 planners, 7 of them, sorry, my mom's a sign language interpreter, so that's a 7 in sign language. 7 of them immediately responded and said, within a week, and said, I love what you're doing. I love this. This is great. Because they're not very used to people, especially creative people, that are really organized and really doing something different and special. So they reached out and they said, I love this. Met with 7 of them, and 4 of them immediately started referring us 5 to 6 weddings that year within a couple of weeks. That was 20 weddings at $3,000 and up. Do the math. All of a sudden, our business exploded and took off. And by the end of that, the $240 that I had spent on this little marketing idea generated over $80,000 in revenue for the business. And it was phenomenal. And that kickstarted the entire business. That was just the first thing I did. I did something different, something that was remarkable, meaning worth remarking on, something special, something different than what everybody else was doing. And it got me tremendous results. Okay. Next one, venues. You want to connect with venues as a wedding photographer or places that your potential clients goes to, right? And this happens for all kinds of genres of photography, all kinds of niches, but let's talk about just weddings. So with venues, we want to do the exact same thing. Set up a styled portrait shoot. This is one of the easiest things you can do. You want to do something different? Call a venue and say, hey, I'm a photographer in town. I shoot weddings. I know you guys do weddings there. Get some friends or a couple or somebody you can do a free photo shoot for, or a paying client, whatever. And tell the venue, we'd love to come there and photograph this couple on your property and then give you the photos. Can we give those to you the next day? Is that possible? And they may go, yeah, come on over and shoot. And any venue that says, yes, that's a great venue, go do it. And go to 5 venues with the same couple and shoot all over the place. Go get a whole bunch of marketing out of this. Photograph them all. And then right afterwards, ask them or get their logo from online and do this. Go to White House Custom Color, which is a great online print service for photographers, and get these little boutique things that have the picture of the venue with the bride and groom inside of it, some blurbs or some marketing material from the website of the venue that you photographed at, and then on the back, put your logo. On the front, put their logo. And then print 30, 40, or 50 of these things, and now you have these beautiful marketing materials that you can walk into the venue 2 or 3 days later once you get them and go, hey, thanks so much for letting me shoot here. I just emailed you guys an online gallery to all the photos. You can put them on your social media and share them at will. Don't even have to mention my name. And here's 50 free marketing materials that you can hand out to any bride and groom you want about how beautiful the venue is. Here you go. Boom. They're going to go, we want to work with these guys. This is amazing. This is super cool. They're helping us market our business to our brides, showcasing brand new, beautiful photos. That's the next thing you can do. Last thing, Connect to other photographers, right? Especially in weddings, photographers can't shoot every single photo shoot that comes their way. They get double booked on days, they get double booked, especially as wedding photographers on Saturdays. So what you can do is you can create an exclusive referral network with photographers that are shooting the gigs you want to shoot in a similar price range. So make it personal. Connect with them in person, take them to dinner, and tell them you want to give them what they want, leads. I did this for 2 photographers back in 2008. And I said, hey, I want to take you out to dinner and talk about giving you a bunch of leads. And they said, that sounds awesome. Sure. So we went out to dinner. I said, I want to create an exclusive referral network with you. I don't want to send my double bookings off to 50 people. I want to send them to 1 or 2 that I just think are the best. And I think you're one of them. And they said, that sounds great. So what I did was we created a shared Google Calendar. And every time I had a double booking, I would check that calendar, see who was available. And then I would send a very strategic email to my best lead, right? A lead would come in, somebody that was a really good lead, highly qualified, and I would send that lead over to one of these 2 photographers and I would say, I'm so sorry, so-and-so bride. I can't shoot your wedding, but if I was getting married again, I would hire this photographer. Here's their website, here's their email, here's their phone number. You better call them because they get booked up quick. They're at a similar price range as me and they are fantastic. Book them right away. And then I would BCC that photographer on the email so you could see what I was saying about them. And as soon as I started sending double bookings off to them, guess what they started doing? Reciprocation, right? They started sending leads back to me. And because of that referral network with a couple of photographers, that booked me 5 or 6 or 7 extra weddings every single year. Now I had 30 weddings coming in and I didn't even have any of my own higher end clients yet. And now once I started getting my own high end clients and allowing them to tell their friends about us, now we have a really powerful business that's getting started. So you must figure out who your partners are, connect with them in a way that is different, and then figure out how to mutually benefit each other and never let more than 30 days go by without connecting to them, sending them an email, calling them on the phone, taking them to coffee, telling them you think they're the best thing on earth, etc., etc., writing them a handwritten note and sending it to them in the mail, all those kinds of things. All right, now we've learned how to start building partnerships and building a free marketing referral business before we even have any of our own clients or if we want to get better clients. But how do we convert those leads? So now all these leads, so we got the website, right? A website that convinces people to book us. Now we've got leads coming in the door, right? This takes a couple of weeks or a few months on average to get really generating a lot of leads, right? But now we get these leads coming in the door. How do we convince those leads to pay us? How do we convert them into paying customers? So in my next video, I'm going to show you guys that. I'm going to show you exactly how to convert those leads into paying customers.